Hello and welcome to this video. If you are a software engineer and you are waiting to get promoted to senior software engineer or in general the next level, this video is for you because today I will tell you what you need to do as a software engineer in order to get promoted. And I'm telling you this as someone who managed more than 100 software engineers distributed globally and has promoted a fair share of software engineers, and someone who got promoted within 3 years 2 times. So I know how it's done. I know by what rules the different companies are working, and I will tell you today how you can use this to get your well-deserved promotion. Before we start, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Florian. I'm a software engineer with now more than 20 years of experience. I used to manage a team with more than 100 software engineers that were distributed globally, and now I'm a computer science professor. So let's get back to the topic of promotion. In general, there are 3 things that you need to know to get promoted. The first one is understand the rules, understand the system that the company you are working for is using for promotions in general. Usually you have a system where you have something like an annual promotion review process that is usually hidden from the employees. So usually 1 or sometimes even 2 times a year, the management team gets together and can nominate people for promotions. And if you make it on this list of nominees, then you already have a good chance to get promoted. It's also important to understand that there are usually, at least in big companies, dedicated time spans when this happens. So let's, for instance, say if this is happening now in April and you want to be promoted in September, you might have to wait until this promotion cycle is then over in the next year. So there is, or might be depending on a company, a annual cycle, sometimes it's twice a year, that they do all promotions. In smaller companies, there might be more flexibility there so that you can also get promoted outside of the cycle. Okay, so we already have learned what you need to do is you need to get your manager to put you on this list of people that are nominated for a promotion in this year. Because once you are on that list, usually it's more or less automatic that you get the promotion. Maybe if it's not this year, then definitely in the next year. So the question now is, what do you need to do to get on this list of people that are nominated for a promotion? And here there is one thing that a lot of engineers get wrong. A lot of engineers have the assumption, when I do good work in my role, when I show up for work every day, when I get my task done on time, when I finish all my work, that's all I need because then I'm demonstrating I'm a solid performer and I've earned the promotion. But that's actually wrong. In most of the cases, in order to get the promotion, you have to first demonstrate that you are able to work on the level that you are targeted for the promotion prior to even being nominated for that level. And yes, I get it, this sounds a little bit unfair at first, but keep in mind, if you are hired, for instance, as a software engineer, and you're living up to the standard of a software engineer, and living up to the standard of this level, then that's exactly what you signed up for, right? The company hired somebody at a certain level, you perform at this level, so that's exactly what both the company and you agreed on. That's what's part of your compensation package. So there's no need for the company to promote you because you're performing exactly at that level. So in order to get promoted, what you need to do is you need to start working on the next level. You need to take more responsibility. You need to take bigger tasks with more impact on the overall software system, things like that. So the question is, how do you do that? Well, you can definitely look at more senior engineers that are in your target role, and look at what are they doing? What kind of tasks do they do? What kind of assignments do they get? Do they volunteer for certain things in sprint stand-ups, in team meetings? And then you can start to do the same. You can ask your manager to give you more challenging tasks, to give you those tasks that are at the next level. And then, of course, you also need to be sure that you can perform at that next level, right? So that's really important. In the beginning, I said, when you follow the steps that I'm mentioning in this video, you will get your earned promotion, but that of course means that you also need to earn it, and not only earn it by time you have spent in your current role, but also by your performance. Okay, so once you have started to accept tasks to perform at the next level, it's also important that you get this on the record, right? So that you write down what tasks in your mind you did that were already at the next level. So that when you have this discussion with your manager, you can bring this up and say, hey, look, I want to get promoted to senior software engineer. And that's why I already proactively took the following tasks that are on a senior software engineer level. And I completed them on time. There were no bugs. The reviews were all passed, things like that, right? So that you have a collection of your successes ready once the time comes up to review whether you are up for the promotion or not. Sometimes, and in some companies, it might be that the actual performance review talk that you have with your manager and this nomination for promotion is slightly decoupled. So it might also make sense, once you got the feeling when are those talks, when is the nomination for the promotion, that you proactively seek out your manager and say, hey, I want to talk to you. Look, this is what I have achieved the last year, the last half year. This is why I think I should be promoted. What do you think about that? Do you think I'm ready for this promotion? And this question, do you think I'm ready, is not only to push him to nominate you, but it's also important then to listen, because you will get valuable feedback if you are not ready. Your manager will tell you, and then you can also ask questions like, okay, I get the feeling that you think I'm not ready. What are the things, what are the steps that I can take to be ready the next time? And then listen, write down what your manager says, and then perform at that level. And that's also my last advice. If you want to get promoted, you need your manager's support, because in all companies, either the manager directly has the power to promote you, especially in small companies, or he has the power to nominate you for promotion, and he definitely has the power to stop your promotion or block your promotion most of the time. So you need the buy-in of your manager. That's also why it's important to have an open conversation with your manager about your aspirations, why you think you want to be promoted, why you think you have earned the promotion. And sometimes managers are also very helpful there and make a plan, make a roadmap with you for your promotion, and they can also give you insights and tips on what you can do or should do to get to your promotion faster. And then lastly, we have talked about the systems, we have talked about the timing, but I have also seen that in most companies there is no rule without an exception. So if you have a very strong case, and if you have a very good plan with your manager, it might even be possible to get you promoted outside of an annual promotion cycle if that exists in a company. But that really requires a lot of work from your manager, a lot of pushing from your manager. So you really need to make sure that your manager is interested in getting you promoted. And trust me, I have done this several times when I was a manager, also together with my team leads, and pushed through promotions. It can be really tough. You need to convince a lot of people if you want to do it outside of this annual cycle. And that's why it's really important to also provide those arguments why you think you have earned the promotion to your manager. So in summary, if you want to be promoted, the first thing is perform at your target level. Perform at the level that you want to be promoted to. Because just performing at the level that you were hired for will not earn you a promotion. Second thing is understand the rules, understand the annual promotion cycle, how it works in your company. And then lastly, talk to your manager. Make sure that your manager is on board with promoting you. Listen for the feedback that he or she has about what is still lacking, what you can still do to earn your promotion, and then also act on that feedback to show and demonstrate your manager that you really want to get the promotion and that you are ready to work hard for it. And if you do all that, then I'm sure you will get promoted to the next level. Now I'm curious, what's your experience with promotions? Have you already gotten some? What did help you getting the promotion? Have you also seen that you really needed to perform on the next level already to get the promotion? Write it down in the comments below. And of course, if you have liked this video, if you found this information helpful, then please smash the like button. And if you want to further grow your software engineering career, if you are ready to take the next step, then please subscribe to my channel so that I can see you in the next video.